Hey, what up guys? Another Ranger video. The back glass looks very nice. Let's go back to the back glass. Yes, very nice. Yep. But in this video, I'm gonna be taking the bed off. Kind of already started. Pulled the plastic bed liner thing in, or plastic bed liner that was in. Should have left it in. Yeah, I think I found out why the bed isn't fastened very well. This side, all that's holding on is barely this over here. I may have did some rust testing. As you can see, there's a few chunks of rust down there. So this last bolt I got to get out. That one, that's not holding on to anything. But I think to fix this, usually a person would probably just bring this to the scrapyard. The whole truck probably, maybe save the back glass. That's fairly nice. But if I can weld a bar in there, or bar, metal plate, whatever you want to call it, try and clean this mount up, which, I mean, there ain't much left to it, but it's a pretty solid truck. But if I can weld that in and ignore all of this, not quite sure what happened back there or behind me, that's all raised up. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but if we can weld something in there, this bed will sit on here straight. Maybe try and fix that one a little bit. Both these second to back bolts snapped. Those came out. These are so rusted in, I don't know. I bet I could resell this back glass though. That would probably sell. Maybe that's a little faded. I don't know if anyone would want to buy that, but back glass, yep, that's good. Okay, well, I'm gonna snap this bolt off quick and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, got the bolts out that are actually holding something. That one I did not take out because it's obviously not holding anything. So that's what I was talking about earlier about the bed. Yeah, she's pretty shot, but we're just gonna push that back down and weld her back down and then cover it all up. Call it good. Working on getting the bumper off right now. I am sweating, but these two are out. One came out, one snapped off. This side, one came out, and the other one's giving me some problems. Show you here, that guy, he's spinning. Once there's a lot of pressure on it, so I'm gonna try and heat it up, see if maybe I can get it out with not so much pressure. But yeah, I don't know why I do this to myself, but this is it. This is her. She's pretty sexy. Little weight reduction there. Let's grab that. We don't need that there. Get that out of here. The nice thing is someone tried to paint this at one point, and I think it made it rust worse, to be honest. Hey, but we got chrome. Ooh, look at that car back there. So I just got more rust where I need to lay. I'm gonna get back to you guys once I get this bumper off here. Well, for all of you that are still watching these terrible videos, and I don't know why you do, but I'm glad some of you watch it. Seems to be my first Ford Ranger video is actually doing pretty well, which for a rusty POS Ford Ranger, I'm kind of surprised. But so, problems here. Big hole. Aerodynamic vent holes. That way the air can get out from underneath the bed here. It doesn't get trapped. Frame. Really good shape, actually. Kind of surprised. So, obviously, rear bumper's off. Looks how you'd imagine it would look. Rear tailgate, I don't know if I showed you guys, rotted. But that, we just sand that a little bit and put some spray paint on there. Destroyed rear bumper over there. So, gonna have a buddy come help me. Well, hopefully, we'll see. I'm trying to trick him in to come over here. Lift this up and off the truck. Realistically, I think it's gonna fall apart. There's not really a lot holding it all together as one piece. So I think we might, like, you know, lift it up off the frame and the whole thing just fold in half like a pancake. So yeah, sorry, I was just reading text messages until I blanked out on what I was talking about. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I thought about maybe flatbedding it. My dad wanted me to do a flatbed on it. Maybe. It'd be kind of fun maybe to try and build one. I don't know. I'm trying not to put a lot of money in this thing, but the more I dig into it, the more things like that I'm finding. And then I don't think I've mentioned yet, which is kind of off topic, but obviously the first video of this truck, we pulled this head off and I dropped it off at a machine shop, even though I even ordered a new one off Amazon. Sorry, just trying to burp without burping on the camera, but yeah, so dropped that head off at the machine shop and just got called back today. Turns out it's cracked, so it's junk. It's basically garbage, or I don't know, maybe make a shelf for it, maybe get it over there or something, put it on display. Not sure yet. Yeah, so that side, definitely not touching that side now. That is going to stay right on there until those all have low compression from the stupid valve seats on the exhaust. Yeah, because that side's still runnable. She's low, but she'll still run. So we're just gonna slap a new head on this side. Maybe we'll do a compression test on it once we get the new head on and see how much of a difference there is now in them. But I don't want to spend more money on doing that side quite yet. So I can always get down to it later. I mean, it's not hard to take these motors apart. They're actually pretty easy. So yeah, that's a little update on that. Head's coming in on Wednesday, but for now we are gonna try and just get this guy off. I want to get that frame all painted and everything for now. Yeah, nothing else really too crazy at the moment. I probably won't be able to record taking it off because I have yet to still buy a tripod, even though every video I made for this thing I said I was going to buy a tripod, and I still have yet to do that. So I should really get on that one day, considering I buy $500 POS here when I could buy a $20 tripod stand off Amazon. And hopefully Amazon doesn't shaft me again, because I ordered the one head and I got charged double for it without getting two heads. So yeah, currently going through that with Amazon to get my money back. Or at least send me another head. I don't know, do something like it. But yeah, so I will get back to you guys here in a little bit. Sorry, sometimes I just end up rambling and I look at the time and it's 4 minutes. So hopefully I'm not boring you guys too much, and we'll get back to you when we get this bed off. All right, got the bed off. Got it sitting over there laid up upside down. Yeah, so here is how she's looking. You know, she's scaly, but it's all there. The only issue I'm seeing is this shock tower. Oh, the lighting's really bad right now, but that is actually broke there and kind of bending back. So I might have to try and reinforce that a little bit. Take this shock off and try and bend it back. Oh, get out of there. You don't need to be licking rust water. Get out. So, yeah, that's how she's looking. This is a dried area, obviously, so, I mean, not terrible. Probably get rid of the spare tire holder. Don't need that. That's where I started grinding on it, and yeah, I mean, she'll come around. A lot of work, a lot of dust flying around, but I think she'll come around. So I'm gonna keep going with the grinder here. See how much I get to. I'm gonna try and get the main frame. This stuff, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this. Might just try and get the flakes off it. Well, the top part I can get good, but in there, I don't know. We'll have to see what I can do. Everything else, I mean, isn't too terrible. The rear diff cover is pretty bad, but some of this I might just hit with the paint and call it good. But I'm gonna try and get the frame good, just because obviously I don't want the frame rusting. But I'm happy to see that nothing really too severe with the frame, other than that one shock tower over there, but that's not too bad. it's just broke. This thing might have been like really overloaded at one point, and maybe that's how that happened, because that's definitely not from rust. That's a clean break on that. But yeah, I mean, the worst of it here is like just kind of scaly, but all that's just flying right off with that grinder. Here's that one bolt hole. See some of the studs still sticking out. I'll probably just take the grinder and cut those clean off. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going on this. I'll show you guys the finished product once I get done. Probably paint it a little bit, but what do you guys think of maybe doing a wood flatbed on this? I was kind of looking at pictures and stuff, and if you do them right, they can actually look pretty good. And it's still fairly a short wheelbase here to where it wouldn't be too bad and maybe not look too obnoxious. I saw some on 3/4 ton trucks I didn't really like because they're like so much longer, obviously, 6.5 foot bed instead of the 5 foot or whatever this thing is. So yeah, leave that down in the comments what you guys think on that. And I don't know, I'll show you guys the box here. The box is pretty well shot. Is the only reason why I'm kind of considering maybe going a different route with this. We flipped it upside down just to try and keep it nice, but I mean, here's that front rail here. And I mean, you can see she's gone. There's nothing even over here. That's just, yeah. I mean, this whole box side, inner rails, they're gone. Everything's gone. I mean, I can push down the whole thing. I mean, she's shot. So that might be just a scrapyard thing. I don't know. I mean, I could semi fix this and be able to put it back on the truck, but I also think a wood flatbed would be okay or look cool. The only thing is these box sides. The box sides are fairly decent. You know, if you don't look underneath the bed, everything else is fairly decent on it. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. And like this bed cover here, I mean, I could probably sell that for maybe a couple $100. It's in really good shape, actually. So that might sell on Facebook and give me some money towards maybe doing something on that, or I don't know. I haven't decided, but drop down in the comments what you guys think, and I'm gonna get back to grinding and sweating. The sun is so hot. It's like 92 degrees here today. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going on this. All right, so this is kind of what I got her down to. Haven't hit this one too much. Still need to get this one a little better. You can see I kind of started here, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. Obviously, you're still gonna have some of the more pitted areas with rust in it, but hit this back thing. I didn't get that, kind of where the wires are. I think I'm just gonna spray it, call it good. The side's all done now too. Have a couple hours into this. It's taken a while, but I got the old wire brush on the drill right now, but I think I'm gonna give her a quick rinse because there's a lot of dust and everything, which it's probably gonna flash rust really bad, but I need to kind of get her cleaned off here so I can even think about painting realistically. I can't paint over all this rust dust. But you can kind of see over here that it's just covered in dust. So yeah, gonna give it a quick rinse here, kind of see what we're looking at here for everything else, and I'll get back to you guys and how it looks after rinsing it off. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you it's perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. It's pretty smooth in some areas that I can't really get in with the flappy disc. I don't know the correct term on it. On the grinder, this guy over here, really wore that guy down. One of these guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get this dried off and maybe shoot a couple things of yeah, she's already flash rusting back here. Shoot a couple things of the primer rust converter stuff, blah blah blah. Maybe it works, I don't know, nobody really knows, but we use it anyways. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I think I got a can left here maybe from when we were doing the Camaro. But yeah, I'm gonna get this all wiped off, and now that the sun's gone, of course, but I'm gonna start with that for now. All right, ran out of that first can I had, so now I'm gonna try this stuff because I couldn't find the other kind I was using, but it was like $16 a can, so paint over rust. That's exactly what we're gonna do on this side. So we're gonna give this a shot, see how it turns out. Flexible rubberized finish. Not sure. I'll let you guys know what I think of it once I get this painted up. All right, first coat is done. Not too bad. It's basically brand new frame. Off the inside still need to be done. That'll be another day because they're still soaking wet right now, and I need to go through and try and break all the rust chunks out. I probably won't really be able to grind in there, but if I get the actual chunks out, like down there, the paint should do what it needs to do. But whew, she is looking good. Washing out the bed liner over there. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm not sure how long it's gone now, but don't want to bore you guys too much here with just painting, but you get a pretty good idea of what she's gonna look like, and you're gonna see it later on too. Might end up dropping the stock exhaust out. I have an idea for how I want to do an exhaust on it. Just need to take some time and keep working at her, but sprayed the springs quick. That can was already getting low, so I couldn't really try to stay straight up. I couldn't angle her, or else it was just blowing air. So yeah, I mean, it's coming along. It's coming along. Hopefully we can get the motor running. That'd be nice. But I think, like I said, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you guys liked the video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing more crap like this and making a giant mess in my driveway. So yeah, drop a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next video of the Danger Ranger. It's really corny, but I think if anyone's got a good nickname for this truck, maybe Rusty POS might be a good one. I'm not sure, but drop it in the comment section and let's find a nickname for this truck.